I own a lot of fragrances, and well, you guys already know that I do a fragrance haul video like every week, but there is a downside to owning so many fragrances, is that there's a lot of fragrances that just fly under the radar or just don't get enough attention from me. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 10 fall fragrances that I'm going to be making a big effort of wearing more this fall season. Now, some of these are old, some of these are new. I have 5 niche, 5 designers, and we have a lot to cover. Yo, what's up guys, Timmy, welcome back to another video today. And today, 10 fall fragrances that I'm gonna be making an effort of wearing more this fall. We all have those fragrances that is just collecting dust right now. You guys know which one that is in your collection. Leave one of those down in the comment section below. So the first fragrance I have here is from Isemiyake. This one is Pulse of the Night. This one is tonka bean, amber vanilla, and olive banana. Now this is, if you like Prada Luna Rosa Black or you like tonka bean based fragrance in general, this one is gonna be right up your alley. It has a sweet tonka bean, the amber in here, the vanilla, really creates a sweet, almost powdery-ish kind of a tonka bean vibe, which is very delicious, very mass appealing, of course. The difference in this one is that it has olibanum, and what olibanum does is that it really makes a fragrance smell brighter, smells more lifted, so it's not so heavy in the tonka bean, heavy in the sweetness. This one actually brings the fragrance DNA up a little bit, make it a little bit fresher, a little bit more bright, hence easier to wear and also easier to be appreciated by the general public. Second one, we're gonna go with the niche fragrance. This one is Tom Ford's Tuscan Leather. Leather and raspberry, of course. It's a combination that at first you might think, doesn't feel like it's gonna fit together, but it really does. And it does so very magically too, I should add. This one is just phenomenal. This one is one that I don't reach for so often because I own ombre leather, and I reach for ombre leather much more because that's a much easier to wear fragrance. But this fall, I'm gonna go with Tuscan Leather and force myself to wear this over ombre leather because this is an amazing DNA. I want to just experience more of it, and ombre leather is ombre leather. You guys all know that one's good, but this one is the original masterpiece, the DNA that started it all, and I kind of want to pay homage to that this fall. And if you want to purchase Tuscan Leather for yourself at a really good price, I'll leave a link down to FragranceUSA.com down below with a code for 10% off, Imagine 10. There you go, cheap price on Tom Ford fragrances. That's actually where I picked this one up actually. And also there's a really good price right now for Tobacco Vanille that you wouldn't believe. Third fragrance here is a designer fragrance. We're gonna go back and forth here. And the second one is actually Prada Luna Rosa Black. Yeah, Prada Luna Rosa Black. Now this one has a very similar DNA to Pulse of the Night. If you smell it just off of the tester strip or just off your skin on first initial impression, you're gonna find that they have a lot of similarities. This one is fresh in its own way, different from Pulse of the Night's freshness. This one to me smells definitely a little bit more designery than Pulse of the Night is. I do like this one. I find this one a little bit easier to wear than Pulse of the Night, but yeah, both are amazing. If you love tonka bean, you love amber, and you want some options that are also mass appealing, easy to wear at the same time, I would go with either one of those, Pulse of the Night or Luna Rosa Black, because they're both fantastically easy to wear and people do enjoy them. So yeah, Luna Rosa Black is one that I'm gonna make an effort of wearing more, and I'm actually wanting to see which one at the end of this fall that I like more between Pulse of the Night or this one. Next one, we're gonna go with the niche, and this one is a new one in my collection, and I am so happy. I've been putting it off for so long. Finally got a bottle of it for myself, and this one, if you're a coffee lover, man, there's no other fragrance that I recommend. And period, there's no other fragrance that I recommend in the niche realm if you love coffee over this fragrance. This one is Follow by Kerosene, and this is the most authentic coffee bean espresso, whatever you want to say about the coffee. This is the most authentic smelling coffee ever. Like, it's not even close. I feel like I'm actually in a coffee shop smelling the coffee bean before they get grinded. It's so photorealistic coffee note, and it smells absolutely fantastic. It's just the best, man. It's just the best. I've already been wearing this one a couple of times here now in the evening time. My girlfriend loves it. I love actually wearing this one the most in the morning time because it feels like your, you know, morning time coffee. It goes well together, all right? I just love this one. Followed by Kerosene, just check it out if you love coffee. Next fragrance we have here is Hugo Boss The Scent Private Accord. Now this one, I originally dismissed it. I liked it a little bit, but it wasn't for me at the time. But that was a good 2 years ago, or 1.5 years ago at least with this fragrance. But yeah, I want to actually give it a second try. This one is Maninka fruit, cacao of course, there's sweetness, there's fruitiness. This one here is one that my girlfriend actually really likes, and I'm wearing it right now because she likes it so much. But yeah, I want to give this one more of a try. I think my taste has changed a lot over the years. I'm now liking fragrances that I normally didn't like a couple years ago. So yeah, gonna be wearing this one much more. Next one, let's go with the niche fragrance. Here we have Crete Royal Oud. Now I bought this one, I would say earlier this year, and I've been waiting for the fall season to wear it. So no brainer here, I'm actually gonna wear this one now as fall is coming. So this one is more focused on the cedar wood, not the oud. Don't let the oud fool you. There's barely any oud in here. You might get a soft touch of something dark and like woody in the background, but that's basically it, man. There's barely any oud in here. This should really be called Royal Cedar. That would make a lot more sense. But besides that, it's still a fantastic fragrance. There's pink pepper in here as well, which adds that kind of fresh, spicy pop that really loosens up all the heavy woodiness that's in here. Smells fantastic. So yeah, this fall, absolutely going to be wearing this one a lot more. Next fragrance here, next designer fragrance, we have Dolce Gabbana The One. This is the Intense or the L'Intense. I actually forgot the full name for this one, to be honest with you. Yeah, Eau de Parfum Intense, that's the name of this one. This one is one that I like. I did not love, but it's one that I feel like has potential. I always felt in the back of my head that this one does have a lot of potential to be an extremely mass appealing scent. It has a DNA that people would like, but I think a lot of people dismissed it because of the, you know, the 1 EDP being so godly, and that's exactly what I did as well. I compared it to the 1 EDP, and even now I still think the 1 EDP is better, but that doesn't mean this fragrance is a bad fragrance in any way. The 1 EDP Intense, this one has cashmere in, which is gonna be the main thing you're gonna get here, which is a little fuzzy woodiness. There's sweetness in here as well that lingers around, which makes this fragrance a little bit on the sexy edge, like a sexy, woody, sweet kind of thing. So yeah, it could be a potential hidden gem. So at the end of fall, I'll let you guys know. The next niche one we have here is another Tom Ford, actually, is Tobacco Vanille. Yeah, I got this one recently and I've been loving it. Loving it. I knew I always liked Tobacco Vanille and to some degree, but I never knew that I would love it this much. And this is one that is just a masterpiece. It's a modern classic, much like Tuscan leather. It's really good, man. It's really, gosh, tobacco in here, the vanilla in here is so well balanced. It has a suit and tie DNA as well. Tom Ford always adds a suit and tie DNA to every single one of his fragrances. I don't know how he does it. Whatever DNA he chooses to go for, whether that's aquatic, there's oud, there's sweet, there's resonant, it doesn't matter. Fougere doesn't matter. He somehow makes them all perfect for suit and tie, and this is no exception. I love this thing. I love that a Tom Ford theme lives in this fragrance really well. And this fall, you bet, man, I'm gonna be enjoying the heck out of this fragrance. God, it's so good. Last designer fragrance we have here is from Mugler, and this one is Pure Tonka. Yes, there's a ton of Tonka bean fragrances that I'm testing this fall. There's Pulse of the Night, Luna Rosa Black, and then there's this, all right? Now this Tonka bean though, leans more gourmandish. You won't find freshness in here. It's gonna be really heavy, dark kind of Tonka bean. It's really decadent though, very much a gourmand type fragrance. If you're not into something desserty, gourmandish, this is not gonna be for you. This is for someone who just really loves Tonka bean and love fragrances that feels edible, like myself. I love gourmand fragrances because to me, they're just so seductive. They're, you know, inviting, they're edible. They evoke a sense of happiness whenever you eat dessert, and that's how I feel about them anyway. So yeah, Pure Tonka is one of those gourmand fragrances that I kind of on the fence about. I kind of like it, and then not really. At the same time, I have a lot of other gourmand fragrances that I would wear over this one, but I have not given it a super fair chance because I bought this in springtime. Yes, so I haven't really gotten a lot of chance to wear it. This fall, I'm gonna be testing this one out more because a lot of people hype this one up, man. A lot of people say this is the best tonka bean fragrance ever. I know tonka bean like the back of my hand, so I'm gonna be testing this one out to see if it's really, really, truly worth the hype or not this fall. So yeah, Pure Tonka by Mugler. I'm gonna put this thing to the test. Last fragrance here on this list we have by Guerlain. This one is Angelique Noir. Angelique Noir is a fresh, bright vanilla fragrance. It's a very unique vanilla because most vanilla comes in a very kind of rich form, or either that or really bright and airy kind of sweetness. If it's done kind of super designer-ish, it's gonna come off more that way. Ever since I got this fragrance, I haven't really worn a lot of it because I just own too many fragrances, but I always love the smell of this. So this fall, I'm gonna be wearing this one a lot more to really appreciate this expensive ass fragrance that I spent a lot of money on and never really worn because I just own too much. So I'm gonna really be appreciating this one this fall. This one I know I already love. There's no testing to be done here. So yeah, Angelique Noir by Guerlain. Check this one out if you want a very unique vanilla. If you're a vanilla fan like I am, this is definitely one that will surprise you in a way or intrigue you in a way. So yeah, Angelique Noir by Guerlain, last fragrance on this list. Alright guys, that's it for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys have not commented down below yet one fall fragrance that you're gonna wear more this fall, leave that down below. And if you're new here, you made this far, please subscribe. Thank you again so much for watching, and don't forget to check out FragranceUSA.com as well. Show them some love, link below. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time with another video. Peace out and bye.